Well, we are still about 3 months away from the NBA trade deadline, but teams are already starting to survey the landscape to see about these top guys that are going to be available. And one of the names that is already starting to generate interest is Lauri Markkanen with the Utah Jazz. Lauri Markkanen is off to the best start he's had since the 2022-2023 season in Utah. That season finished with him winning the Most Improved Player award, getting an All-Star berth. And he's having that type of start to this season. 28 points per game, 6 rebounds, has really been an effective player for a better than expected Utah Jazz start. And I talked to Markkanen just last week about what's behind it. And he credited a couple of things. One, he really worked on his conditioning this offseason. Wanted to get himself into better shape after feeling he needed it after last season. And he also credited the summer he spent playing for the Finnish national team in Eurobasket. It's been a really tough couple of years for Markkanen in terms of the Jazz struggling and getting motivated to play in these types of games. Finland had its best finish in the Eurobasket ever, and Markkanen was a big reason why. So getting to play in that type of environment and compete on that kind of level, that really refilled the gas tank for Lauri Markkanen going into this year. Now, the Jazz publicly have said that they are not looking to trade Markkanen. Austin Ainge is the new president of basketball operations there, and he has come out and said, we believe that when we get to become good, Markkanen is going to be a big reason why. He's going to be part of what we're doing when we eventually become successful. But that feels like a long way off for a Utah team that is still in the infancy of its rebuild. The last couple of years have been declining in terms of win totals, and Markkanen, even though he's young by NBA standards at 28, he is not young by Utah Jazz standards. The Jazz are built around a few guys in their early 20s, like Keontae George, and their potential future star is Ace Bailey, who is still a teenager. So Lauri Markkanen does not fit that kind of timeline. So the expectation around the league is that over time, as the Jazz start to stumble a little bit, fall to the bottom of that Western Conference bracket, that Markkanen will become available. Now, he's not the easiest guy in the world to trade for. He just signed a 5-year contract worth about $250 million last summer. But if he's putting up these kind of numbers, 28.6 rebound type of numbers, there are going to be a lot of teams interested in acquiring him. And when I talked to Will Hardy about what makes Markkanen so good, one of the things the Jazz coach told me was that he can play with anybody in any system. He doesn't need the ball in his hands to be successful. He can play on the wing as a cutter. He can be the screener on a screen and roll. There's a lot of different ways that Lauri Markkanen can impact the game on the offensive end. And I'm sure other teams have taken note of that as well. So if it's, say, a team like Miami, which could certainly use some help in the front court, a team like Detroit, which could absolutely use another scoring option playing opposite Cade Cunningham, or even a team like San Antonio, which is still trying to keep its powder dry as it looks for a bigger move long term. Getting Lauri Markkanen under contract for the next 4+ years, that's a potentially appealing player to have on your roster moving forward. So right now, Lauri Markkanen off to a good start in Utah. Utah has not bottomed out just yet, but when I talk to people around the league, the expectation is that if and when the Jazz start to really stumble, Markkanen will become available. And when he does, I think there will be a strong market for him.